Hi guys, welcome to Unreal Engine video tutorial series. In this video, I would like to discuss Rect Light in Unreal Engine. Rect Light emits light from a rectangular plane with defined width and height, guys. Rect Light emits light from a rectangular plane with a defined width and height. You can see here in Unreal Engine, if I go to the lights category, there is a Rect Light. I can simply drag and drop. So this is a Rect Light, guys. You can see it emits light from a rectangular plane in a forward direction here. You can see that. Okay, and it has a specific width and height. You can use Rect Light to simulate any kind of light sources that have rectangular areas such as televisions, monitor screens, overhead light fixtures, wall sconces, etc. guys. Let's understand various properties. First we have intensity. Intensity indicates brightness of emitted light. We can change the brightness of the emitted light here by going to the intensity property here. So if I increase, the brightness increases. If I decrease, the brightness decreases. So you can increase or decrease the intensity from here, guys. Okay. Next we have light color, indicates the color of emitted light. We can change the color of the emitted light from here. We can change to pink color, blue color, green color, yellow. You can see that we can change the light color from here, guys. Okay. Next we have attenuation radius. Attenuation radius indicates how far the light is emitted, that is area covered by the light, indicates how far the light is emitted. You can see here attenuation radius is set to 1000. If I slowly reduce, you can see that the area is reducing. The area affected by this light is reducing. We can increase, we can decrease. I hope you guys are clearly understanding how the attenuation radius property works here. Okay, let me reset it back to 1000. Next we have source width, source height. Source width, source height. Source width indicates width of the inner rectangle and source height indicates height of the inner rectangle. If you see here, Rect Light has inner rectangle and outer rectangle. If you change the source width, you can see that the width of the inner rectangle is changing. Along with that, of course, outer rectangle width also changes. We can change the height also. You can see we can change the height, we can change the width. Okay, let me reset back. Next we have barn door angle. Barn door angle indicates the angle of outer rectangle. It indicates the angle of the barn door, guys. You can see here by default the angle is set to 88 degrees. We can reduce the angle. You can see that the angle I have reduced to 0. We can change the angle of the barn door or the outer rectangle. What's the use of this? See, if I rotate it, you can see how it is emitting the light. Let me reset the intensity. I reset the intensity and then you can see barn door angle. I am increasing, I am decreasing. Just see the difference, right? That's the barn door angle, guys. Okay. Next we have barn door length. Barn door length indicates the length of outer rectangle. So here we can increase the length. If I increase the length, you can see that we are getting the hard light here, right? If I reduce the length, you can see we are getting the soft light as well as area we can increase. I hope you guys are clearly understanding how we can use the barn door angle and the barn door length, guys. Okay, I hope you guys are clearly understanding how is it useful. Let me reset everything back. Okay, and I am going to rotate it back here to 90 degrees. Next we have use temperature property. Okay, enables or disables the light color based on the temperature property. Temperature property allows us to set the light color between warm and cool, guys. We can switch between warm light and the cool light using the use temperature checkbox here. You can see if I go left, warm light, go right, cool light. So you can switch between warm and cool light here, guys. Next we have affects world. Affects world and visible property. Both allow us to enable or disable the light. The difference between affects world and visible is visible property can be modified at runtime. Okay, we can modify through blueprint and all. So here, don't affect the world, affect the world. Don't affect the world, affect the world. Next we have invisible, visible, invisible, visible, right? So difference is visible property we can modify at runtime, guys. Next we have cast shadows, indicates whether the light casts the shadows or not. So this light we have here, which is actually casting the shadows. You can see that it's casting the shadows. If I say don't cast shadows, you can see it's not casting the shadows now. Cast shadows, don't cast shadows. So that is the use of cast shadows property. Next we have indirect light intensity. Indirect light intensity, what it indicates? It indicates the brightness of indirect light or the bounce light. We know that when the light hits to the surface, it actually bounces back. We can increase the intensity of that bounce light. Just see the back side of this rectangle light here. If I increase the indirect light intensity, you can see the back side is becoming bright. Why? Because the light is bouncing here and hitting back to this surface, and its intensity is more. The bounce light intensity is more. We can reduce also, right? That indicates indirect light intensity, guys. Next we have volumetric scattering intensity. Volumetric scattering intensity indicates the intensity of volumetric scattering from the light. Okay, this is very useful. You can see what I do now is I am going to change the width of this rectangle, and height I'll change, and bar door angle I set to 0, and I increase the bar door length. Okay, next what I do, I go to exponential height fog. Exponential height fog. In the exponential height fog, I am going to enable volumetric fog. Okay, I have enabled the volumetric fog, and again I am going to select the rectangle light, and then I am going to increase the volumetric scattering intensity somewhere of 500. You can see here we are getting the volumetric fog. So this is very useful. Let's say if I just move it near here, okay, press F key to focus, and then I am going to rotate it the other side, okay, like this, and then I can change the width and height as I told. So that's the height and that's the width. So I can set it properly so that I should see the fog is coming from this door, guys. You can see here, that looks nice, right? So that is the use of volumetric scattering intensity. You can use it for the door here, or I can use it for the window also. So all I need is just rotate that rect light. So I select the rect light here, and then I am going to rotate it this side by 90 degrees, and then I am going to place it over here, and then I am going to change its width and height. I am going to set it for the window size. Okay, here you can see that's how you can use the volumetric fog, guys. You can adjust it properly. Okay, so that's all about the rect light in Unreal Engine, guys. Okay, you can use for emitting the light in a rectangle shape. For this video tutorial, this much is enough, guys. In the upcoming video tutorials, we'll discuss more about Unreal Engine step by step, in depth. If you have any doubts, feel free to put them in the comment section. I'll be happy to clear, guys. For more benefits and be up to date, do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Keep learning, keep designing, keep sharing. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. See you in the next tutorial.